There's an admiral who gives me a battleship. I can just make sure I get Goddard quickly, which is worth the faith anytime. Oh, faster projects and Shah. I reckon I can save up enough energy. Energy? Faith. I guess faith is a sort of spiritual energy, isn't it? Should be able to save up enough of that one. I noticed that there is no flooding on this map, by the way. So I haven't been... normally I would rush computers, but just the script, sometimes it's worth paying attention to these things. No floodable terrain whatsoever. So haven't needed to rush it. So if you were wondering why I wasn't doing that, it's fine. I didn't forget. There is a reason. Well, now that I've got suffrage, the usual, let's go professional sports and switch over to the democracy, which is hopefully going to make my capital an absolute power plant. Go Visselbanken for the extra trade route income. We've got Raj, 5-year plan rationalism. There's New Deal. That's the card I wanted this for. Military research. And I'll go liberalism until I know that I am happy or ecstatic everywhere. Oh, that's made my city so much happier. +4, +6. There we go. That's another 20% production in this city now. That's why democracy is so good. Plus, I now get a 15% gold discount. Yeah, 15%. I've been saving up my gold quite deliberately for this. Let's go trader in this city. In fact, actually, we can get a few of them. Well, now that we have the gold, I'm going to start just saving it up and buying bombers. I can get up to 6 of them. Trust me, I'm going to need them. Bombers and fighters to take out the Mayans. As mentioned before, I've got the gold. There is the bomber. 5-year score. No one has an air force. It means the Mayans don't have an air force. That's what you want to see. Okay, there's at least one good trade route from my capital, but I need more than that. I need to explore more. I do have some scouts ready for this sort of thing. The main place I need to explore, actually, is into Scotland. So we're just going to move my scout here. Oh, there's Venice. Apparently there are more city-states in the game. But yeah, here we go. Look, already, just by moving these really, really weak scouts into Scotland's empire, I can already see that there is a lot more going on here than I can see. Oh, there's a lot of different rocketry sites. It's okay. It's not a problem. Just something to keep an eye on. Goddard, we're going to need you in a second. And there is air. These trade routes I'm just going to hold on to for a turn because they will get better as I discover more Scottish cities. Okay, the giant death robots that the Mayans have got do not have uranium, but they have all upgrades including anti-air. So killing them is going to be tricky. These are the cities we wanted to see. Oh, including the glorious city of Dundee. Beautiful, beautiful, impenetrable. The walls of ancient thickness and power, capable of holding off the armies of Zargafrax. It's quite something. And oh yeah, look at this. Now we're starting to throw some production at my Pingala city. Are you not dead anymore? There we go. Not dead anymore. Back in you go. 1 turn on this spaceport, 2 turns on this one. I've got 168 production, 191. So it makes sense to do it in this city. So I'll keep sending the traders. But yeah, discovering more of Scotland, massively helpful here. I'm Daft has now been promoted to the glorious Spec Ops. Look at that. She's doing some decent defending of this city now. You love to see it. Royal Society, let's get the builders in so we can race our projects. We're going to need to do that. Actually, thinking about it, I'm going to have to get some real good builders in. Second spaceport complete, but this is the main one. Earth satellite, 5 turns. Mayans are not up to nanotech yet. Neither is Robert the Bruce. Beautiful. One of the best bits about the Earth satellite actually is going to be looking at the map and how crazy it is. Because there's so much of it. It's such a huge map actually, considering how many players. Definitely would have been fine to throw in maybe 4, maybe even 6 other AI on this map, and everyone would have had comfortably enough space. Professional sports. These are my favorite buildings. Aquatic centers. That is 3 amenities to all cities within this radius. So it's only 4 of mine, but these are all of my 4 hub cities. Look at this. Bam. +8 in that city now. Yep, that is perfect. That means effectively I can now look to abandon liberalism in my government and pop back in public works. Where's Liang gone? I need my builders somewhere a lot closer to home, please. Back you come to here, and I can get 6 charge builders, run them in, boost my Earth satellite project, get it up as quickly as we can. Other cities are just going to start getting builders finished as well. Military academies. Oh yeah, if they've got a military academy, they can go for it. Managed to fight my way over to this barbarian encampment, which has taken me several turns. And yeah, there's just a Mayan giant death robot there, just stood over it. Do you think they were actually trying to take it out? Or do you think that they've actually been using a giant death robot to cultivate a sense of fear and panic in the barbarians that have caused them to come and raid me? This could be giant death robot mechanistic, like, bullying. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It just went all the way around and didn't actually kill the encampment. It's rubbish, that. Nanotechnology. I think I'm actually the first to get it. Sometimes you see the AI do this. It is a little frustrating. It's at the bottom of the tech tree, and you don't need nanotech to go for any of these technologies. So I can see why the AI skipped it. Just logically, there's no need for it. It is annoying. I wish that that wasn't the case. But there you go. There's my cavalry. It's just pinched that for me. Lovely. All the giant death robots are down the bottom of the map. It's very strange. Now, let's reveal the map and see what an Earth satellite can tell us about it. Fountain of Youth, Gobistan, Signy has appeared, as has Zangye. The Earth satellite goes up. This is just going to be an absolute car crash. And how has the map spawned all of the lakes, and how many are totally uninhabited? So you can see my lake, I've kind of settled around it, and I've gone to the sort of neighboring one. There's a whole area down here that no one's gone to. This is totally free, and actually already I can see that it does have aluminium and coal. Oh, that's awesome. The Aztec Persian triple lake. You can see just how many cities they've got. You haven't done the thing, have you? No, they haven't quite done the thing. Oh, for a second, I thought there was a 3-city thermo nuke, but no, they've actually avoided it in a couple of locations. Good on you, because I absolutely would have flattened your cities if I'd seen that. Good that we can see everything that's going on there. The Aztec Dutch double lake is also very cool. The Dutch have been forced up to the north without any real rivers, which kind of sucks for them, really. This lake is pretty much uninhabited. This one's pretty much uninhabited. I've grabbed that one. That's the edge of the Persian lake up to the north. Scotland and Mongolia share one. Very small empires there. Yeah, the AI hasn't really figured out what to do with this map, has it? It's good fun, though. And, you know, like, it's not a problem because we are still so far behind. 72 techs versus 58. I'm still 14 techs behind. And, oh, I thought I'd just gone ahead of the Mayans on tech. But no, they've just gained a little bit. They're on to 1,200 per turn now. Combined arms, I don't see any uranium there in my lands, which is a little bit concerning. I'm going to need that either for giant death robots or for the nukes. Let's see where it is. Now, okay, the Mayans have got some, only 15 sources on the map. There was some into the tundra to the south of me, which is okay. That's a little bit difficult to get to. That is in a perfect ring of mountains. Love it. Oh, and 2 sources to the north of me, actually. So, okay, it exists. I'm just going to have to go and settle to get it. Like, this is probably the easiest to obtain uranium there. There's some down there as well. So, yeah, a couple of actual settlers needed now. Let's do it. This is where these late game settlers come in very handy. How do you feel about being a tribal village and then having I'm Daft just sort of paradrop in? Look at that. Only 50 gold. Never mind. How much does a little rush do to this? Oh, 2 turns on the moon landing. Hey, that's pretty good. These rushes are awesome. Oh, yeah. And I'm rushing through the technology tree now. Builders are being produced everywhere. I don't still need an oil power plant, do I? But build a nuclear power plant, I do need. So I'll just save up for that one next turn. I say that. I'm probably just going to buy more air force. I'm just building up a small air force in my city, actually. It's doing well for me. Scotland, I really need you to stay on side because you are basically all of my production in my rocket capital. Yeah, I felt that. I felt that a lot. That was a bad loss. Nuclear fission. I'm going to need this project quickly, but that is a settler already done. Let's go and pick up this uranium, I'd say. Oh, look at that. Oh, straight over to that city in a turn. I love railroads. I also massively enjoy mountain passes. Let's just boost the moon landing. Off it goes. That is a huge heap of extra culture, which should shoot me right through the civic tree. There's cultural heritage right there. So that was worth about 11,000 culture. So it's going to be, oh, quite a lot, like 3 civics, which is amazing. I want to get to globalization, which typically and conveniently is 4 away. So we're going to do it. Whilst I do that, let's just quickly do the Mars colony 3rd project. I'm the first person to start this. I can't believe the Mayans haven't begun this yet. But hey, take it. Take it as you can. I could get Margaret Mead, but looking at the other options, we might also get Schrödinger, who would be worth 3 boosts from the atomic or information era. It would mainly be information boosts we'd be after, but there's quite a few here that would be useful. I don't know. I don't know whether or not it'll be worth waiting or not. We'll have to see. There's another whole turn off this. God, these builders are very effective. Tell you what though, when was the last time you saw this? This is a core of scouts. They'll have 20 melee strength. I'm going to upgrade them to spec ops so that I'm Daft can take over. Look at that, 82 strength. That is a recon unit and a half. I still haven't actually managed to promote you to level 3, but I'm doing my best. If you were unsure, by the way, yes, that was an absolute waste of money. But I love it. When often do you get the upgrade opportunity to go from scout to spec op? It's amazing. It's a bit of a gamble. But I'm gonna say no to Margaret and hope for Schrodinger. No, Mary Leakey. Oh, this might gamble. This might, not pay off. Might be the opposite. Might be the worst thing I could have done. There is space race. Integrated space cell gives me just a little bit more production towards my space projects, which is exactly what we want to see. Ah, Schrodinger got taken. Okay, in that case, I'm going to wait either for Stephanie, Sagan, or Salam. I think I might as well, pass. Oh, that was a gamble. It failed. I could have taken the 1,000 science this turn. That would have pretty much given me everything I needed to know. Never mind. Sometimes the gamble's worth it, sometimes it's not. Mars colony has been sent up into space. I'm the first person to do it. We've rushed through. I've put so much production into rushing this project, though. This is absolute min-maxing that we're doing. Now, most importantly, seasteads. No, that's not what we want. It's going to be this one. Oh, we're going to have to get every tech, aren't we? This is painful. Electricity, computers, guidance systems, robotics. I feel like I'm picking up something else that I can't see. Man, it would have been good. Oh, Stephanie's up there. Yes, 100% production towards space race projects. That is very handy. Well, while my capital is waiting for project, it's run out of housing. I'll buy a sewer and then we can grow. I think I want it to work on something more important. Manhattan project, yeah. That'll do. You can see here I'm getting a modern anti-tank army built in my city as well. That'll push my city defenses above 100. I feel like with a lot of giant death robots running around, we've got to absolutely have our defenses to the maximum we're allowed to. Any gap in our armor, the Mayans are going to find and exploit ruthlessly, I think. Can I Paradrop with a settler? Does that work? No. Ah, that's a shame. They were actually in escort mode there, but no, didn't work. Bit more production from my trade routes, thinking about it. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to get rid of Republican Legacy. Now that I'm getting a lot more in the way of amenities from places, we're going to do that. I'm an International Space Agency. Yes. Oh, the more city-states I'm suzerain of, the better that gets. And actually, I've just realized that could be going up a lot higher than it currently is. Could have put containment in. Or do I wait? Yeah, I'm going to just wait one turn and stick containment in. Might be able to steal every city-state in the game if I'm lucky. Let's try this again. Containment. I'm just going to briefly get rid of Visselbanken in order to do this properly. Collective activism. I also want that one in very desperately as well. I can get rid of rationalism now that I've got International Space Agency. Let's get collective activism. Let's get all that in. And we can now go. Cyrus is a different government to me. Yes, he's the naughty government, so I'll put 2 envoys in there. Menelik is also the same, so I can put 2 envoys in there. And Kublai is an oligarchy. Okay. Oh, and Thez. I'll just send them to Thez. Get loads more science per turn. Look at that, 1,478. Lovely. For the first time, I've taken over the Mayans in terms of how much science per turn. She's still 13 techs ahead of me, but that's fine. I'm going to get synthetic technocracy as well. Extra power in all cities. That'll help my research labs, which are not turned on in a lot of my distant cities. And then 30% production towards city projects helps me with Manhattan as well as all the space projects. At least I think it does. Sometimes I'm not entirely certain that it's coded to work with things like Manhattan, probably. We'll always see though. Stadio. Oh, we all knew this was going to happen. It's too good. Too good. Come on, Eiffel. Get this for me. Thank you. My first uranium mine. Yay. Okay, we've got 1. I need more than 1, but we have 1. Electricity. Yay. Whoa. Nalanda has been defeated. We just killed Nalanda. Persia. Oh, okay. That is annoying. That's a big hit on science for me there. I think we can survive it, but supposed to be my ally, Persia. Doesn't feel like a very ally-y thing to have done. Well, the mine's just got 9,000 tourism with me from 1 rock band. Oh, that's effective. I don't think they're going for an actual cultural victory. They've got 279 tourism per turn. That's pretty good for the AI, but no, I don't think that's what they're going to be going for. Robotics. Oh, almost got giant death robots myself. Oh, look. Okay, right. Mines have now got nanotech and they've got smart materials, so they will start racing ahead of me very soon. I probably had about 15 turns extra, 15 more than I should have done. I really, really hope we've used them effectively. Hey, my spy actually did something. Look at that. There you go. Kept Pingala alive for 1 turn extra. 8,500 tourism this time. How How do they get all this tourism? Every time I use rock bands, they die immediately. It's not fair. I realize I've got 412 tourism. How on earth have I done that? Theatre Square's getting quite a lot. My holy site's getting quite a lot. Oh, I guess my national parks. I do have national parks. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Korolev, I absolutely need you. Yeah, perfect. Jane Drew. Oh, yeah, Jane would be amazing. So we can pick her up in a second. These are useless. Never mind. At least they're a little bit better in my capital. Do I build a nuke now, or do I get Operation Ivy? Let's get Operation Ivy. I'm slowly building up uranium, and I've just got, hopefully, right down here, my second source of it. There you go. So I've got like quite a lot of uranium coming in and lots of oil. I expect these southern cities, the Mayans are going to destroy very quickly with their giant death robots. If I build one, they take up 3 uranium per turn. I think I'd rather fire the nukes at this point. That's definitely the way I'd prefer to go. I'm still allied with everybody as well. I think we can get the entire world to go in on the Mayans all at once. They don't have any allies apart from the Aztecs, and I've got the Aztecs on side. Oh, they're already at war with Persia. Oh, I can't wait to see how much the giant death robots just mince through them. I reckon they've probably gone after the city-state. Alright, it's not on either of those. I'm just gonna, do seasteads briefly and just see what it unlocks me. I know that the booster project is always on the second to last tech. That's what we want to go for. Oh, there we go. Look, modern anti-tank. 102 strength. You're an army. You're strong. I've got to celebrate you. The ultimate in anti-tank is a helicopter kicker. So, get to the front line. These cities are going to need a lot of defending. I know I'm not allowed to have favorite aircraft as well, but I'm going to name one of them right now. CallumBilly, you have the role as ace pilot. I have a bunch of bombers behind the scenes ready to follow your command, but you're like the maverick of this group. How many bombers actually have I built up? Only the 3. That's fine. I was actually going to get myself 1 fighter from memory. Might just have to do a little bit of selling, but no, I'm not going to sell uranium. That's not what I want to do, but that's worth so much money. Oh, they're jet fighters now. They're jet fighters. I've got the upgrade. That's fine. Let me just sell some high value stuff. There you go. Jet fighter. Perfect. Maybe I should have actually reamed the jet fighter. No, it's all good. I'm happy with how we did it. Also going to change to a synthetic technocracy. All right. As long as we're happy, we should be fine. Integrated Space Cell, e-commerce, 5-year plan, public works, collective activism, International Space Agency. Let's add in Wisselbanken, Democratic Legacy. I'm going to need a little bit of happiness because I've lost a New Deal. So Republican Legacy will go straight back in. And we'll add as liberalism. That'll go in as well. Actually, that's kept most of my cities pretty happy. As long as these two, those are the main ones. As long as those two are happy, we're all good. No, Maracana just got taken from me, literally. Oh, I was just about to do that. That must have been like 1 turn away because I just chopped it out. Oh, that's so frustrating. Who did that? I bet that's the Mayans. Where are you? Not that it matters, but it absolutely does. Oh, it's Persia again. Oh my lord, Persia, you are pushing it right now, friend. Various sea stands. Okay. They're smart materials. Right. Pop it quickly. Let's get the project into the air. I want to be the first to do it, and we are really at a risk of not being the first to do it. Oh, Operation Ivy's almost ready, though. I'm pretty sure that the Mayans don't get bonuses to rock bands, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Deity ++ AI got an advantage to these things staying alive. They're all leveling up. It's ridiculous. They've generated almost 100 tourists just with that 1 rock band alone. It's mad. There's Operation Ivy. Let me just build a Thermo nuke. Don't worry about that. I'm sure it won't need to see the light of day. Oh, I'm not leaving anything to chance. Stephanie, 100% production towards space projects. Oh, Abdus would be amazing, but I think I've actually got all of the information era techs. Okay, apart from telecommunications and stealth technology, but apart from that, we're good. So yeah, I don't really need them anymore. Smart materials. Okay, let's get this done. First of all, Stephanie comes in. 100% production towards space projects. Beautiful. Exoplanet is now in 3 turns. The Mayans have just gone to Mars. They're just about to start their next project. We could not have timed this any better if we tried. There is Sergei. Exoplanet is gone. We are now gaining 1 per turn. Most importantly, what the Mayans are about to do is reveal their hand to me. Well, why can't I resume my Thermo nuke? I was building it. Ugh. hate when that happens. There's like a glitch with uranium sometimes where like if you start to build a project and then continue it, it forgets that you even started it. So it's like, oh, you don't have uranium. And it's like, I literally do. I was just building it. Come on. Oh, this is very guarded. Right, hang on. I'm going to need to get some of my defenses. Come and sort this out for me, please. Thank you so much. We're 5 techs away from the boosts, by the way. This is where the Mayans might overtake us if we're not very careful. Oh, this is just falling into my lap now. Grace. There she is, 2 randomly chosen 3 technologies. I might be able to actually get something that's relatively good to boost. Even if it's just like a 3 in 5 chance. Hopefully at least one will get put through. Oh, Persia are doing a good job at actually trying to kill one of these giant death robots. That's spectacular. The best bet is that I'm a level 2 military ally with Persia. I am now 1 turn off my Thermo nuke. That means I want to set this up properly. If we have a look at this, you can see that everyone is kind of friendly towards the Mayans apart from the Aztecs. Can I get you to join war with me? First of all, first thing I've got to do is make the denouncement of the Mayans. Right, now I can go back. Golden Age War. Aztec wants in. There we go. The Golden Age War means that I pretty much generate no grievances. That is very important to remember when the nukes go flying. Now we turn this into a world war. Everybody that can get in needs to get in. The Dutch are disappointingly reluctant to get in on this. Scotland, though, they're up for that. And that's all we've managed to pick up. So the Mayans are now at war with Aztec, Scotland, and Persia all at once. This gives me kind of a turn to assess what the Mayans choose to throw at me. I have a lot of planes. I have a lot of units that can do a lot of damage. But if we can take out some of these units nice and quickly, we're just going to focus on units as much as we can. Like that. That's a machine gun corps. And actually, look at that. There are 3 jet fighters stationed in that airport. Interesting. Can I just bomb the hell out of them? Let's just do it. Yeah, let's bomb the airport. It'll cause them all to get relocated and they won't know what to do. I mean, there is one thing that I haven't calculated, which may, be a problem. There is a small chance, a very small chance, that the Mayans have nukes of their own. We're sort of hoping that's not a thing. I'm going to use Grace next turn because I've got 1 turn on cybernetics. It would be a bit of a waste if that came through now. And as I say, we're going to have big problems. Like, a lot of our cities are just going to get randomly giant death roboted, but I've got my cities pretty much as strong as I can get them in terms of they've got machine gun defenses. It's going to be a bit messy. It's going to be a bit messy. Oh, but actually, if we can catch a couple of things like that, that's a machine gun army just sunk at sea because of the rapidness of our attack. Okay, let's see how bad this gets, shall we? I've got a decent air force. My cities are fairly strong. I'm hoping any attack from the Mayans is going to be spread between me and about 4 people. Like, look at all these death robots just stuck in the middle of Persian lands. Oh yeah, and Persia just took one out with a helicopter. Look at that. Good on you, friend. Oh, here's one. Okay, they're just going to slam themselves into cities. I reckon cities can take probably, I would say, between 3 and 4 attacks. After that point, they're going to get weak enough that we're going to have a problem, and because their strength is so much higher. 130, it'll be 136, 141 for being next to my minus 17, like 124 strength. So yeah, they're going to do very, very decent damage. Oh, look at that. My cities can barely scratch them with 102 base strength. Is that the best I can do? I don't know. We'll work it out. But where's Grace? Where are you? Here you go. We want either of advanced power cells or predictive systems. Let's see what we get. Telecommunications. Nope. Stealth tech. Nope. We got 0 out of 2. Never mind. I guess at least with stealth tech, we can upgrade my bombers and they might be able to do a little bit about these giant death robots, but yeah, that's pretty weak. I think machine guns are the strongest I can do apart from missile cruisers. I could take it to about 107. I don't have the gold right now to upgrade, and for the sake of 5, I think it's probably worth just utilizing the defensive shots that we've got. Problem is, the death devastators, they have a huge amount of air defense. How is my jet fighter going to do against them? Actually, the jet fighter's not so bad. Jet fighter's not so bad. Okay, so we can just hold out and see if we can trade with my allies a little bit here. Pick up another jet fighter or 2 like this. We're going to have to very carefully actually use all of our units here, but I reckon we can do it. Oh, helicopter kicker is going to give it a good go. So I'm going to take the turn to upgrade everyone to jet bombers. I think that's definitely the play here. Their resistance to air damage is massively improved. The only thing we have to be a little bit careful of, well, 2 things we've got to be careful of. First of all, we might find our traders are picked off quite ruthlessly here. The Mayans will get a lot of gold gold from killing all our traders, and the AI does tend to prioritize that sort of thing a lot. The other thing we've got to be a little bit careful of, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's a huge amount of traders that just got plundered. Other thing we've got to be very careful of is the fact that as we kill more and more of the giant death robots, they're going to get more and more powerful. Voting literally does not matter, could not care less, nobody's anywhere near getting a victory. Nah, we're all good. Had another 5 traders pillaged though, that's nasty. Oh, they've actually brought a battleship in. Where did that come from? Oh man, I have no idea, but I also have a battleship. Haha! Okay, we now have 2 separate giant death robots in this area. Not to worry. Let's keep on getting the air to... Oh my goodness. No. Okay, this is a bit worse now. There is a lot more anti-air at play. A lot more. Now that these 2 units are stood next to each other, yeah, they will destroy me very, very quickly. There's not much I can do this turn. I can just hide my builders a little bit, which is a bit annoying. Tell you what I don't appreciate though. That is the 4th project, almost ready to go. Told you this war was definitely needed. I think we'll hit this ski resort because I will blast 2 of their cities, and I'll take out the spaceport, and I'll take out their aerodrome all at once, as well as a stadium. Oh, look at that. Look at how terrifying that is. Bam. Okay, that will have stopped their project for now. So if I can get another nuke going, but my economy has been pretty flattened. As good as the Golden War is, I feel like it would have been quite useful actually to have non-plunderable trade routes. That's, yeah, Mogadishu. Well, if I can't attack the death robots in my territory, then what I will do is instead redeploy my units slightly in order to get a little bit more coverage, and I'll start to do some more bombing at the airfield over here. Oh, as well as taking out the rocketry sites. Let's just bomb every piece of ability to get a science victory away here. There you go, everything pillaged in that little area. I'll keep an eye on it, see where they resume the project from. Oh, that's modern armor. Lovely. The problem is they can use my mountain tunnels, and they are. They're using my mountain tunnels quite a lot. The only good thing about this is that they are spreading their troops very, very wide, and I'm really hoping the loss of their capital, as well as like probably up there with their top 5 city over in this direction, that is going to really hit them badly. It might trigger an emergency, but I have enough people in this war, but I don't think I've got to worry about that so much. Oh, they've lost like 300 military strength. I think I must have nuked quite a lot of stuff. Oh, right, that death robot is still there, but I don't know what they've done with the other one. They retreated it. Whatever they've done, they've absolutely separated them, unless they've sort of split them to attack me in different places, but I don't think they have. I think they've literally just separated the death robots. Now this is interesting. The city attacks won't do much. They take about 10 health at the absolute most, but we now have an opportunity for our jet fighters to take out this death robot. War of the World style. We did it. Done. Jet fighters have moved around a little bit more. We've got to watch out for a little bit of interception, but normally the AI doesn't really know how to use jet fighters, and that's kind of what we're hoping for today. Let's have a look. Are the Mayans doing the project yet? Do you see how there's no little glow? There's no white-blue glow around this project. They haven't decided to resume it yet. That's good. Actually, I've got enough gold to just about replenish most of my trade routes. It just helps to keep my economy going a little bit, but 2 more thermo nukes on the way. Doing some good damage against these machine guns. Can I just quickly get helicopter kicker? Do you mind just dispatching here for me? Thank you so much. CallumBilly, I see rocket artillery. Lead the strike against these units. I will not have them sitting their side of the mountain and attacking me, he says, having launched the first nuke. He who launcheth the first nuke. Sounds almost like the beginning of a proverb, doesn't it? Never thought I'd say this, but I actually need to work on my jet bombers a little bit to make sure they've got the anti-air defense promotion, because that will help them hit the death robots a lot harder. Hey, I actually stole something with a spy. They've been trying to work all game, and that's the first thing they've stolen. I love spies. There we go, cockpit armor. And it's on the strafe and tank buster tree as well for the jet fighters. You gotta love it. Okay, the project restarted. Where has it restarted? That is the question. We'll be able to tell because there'll be a slightly different image or animation to the actual tile the spaceport is in. There. Okay, they've started it again. It's literally just across the border. Like, that could not be closer to me. Like, come on now. Stop it. I really shouldn't find this as funny. I know that. But sometimes, just can't help yourself. Oh, I just realized I've got a ton of war weariness all of a sudden. Oh, my trade deals have gone down as well. That would be why. Give me the luxuries, people. You don't want to trade me luxuries anymore. What's going on with that? Yeah, -4 to war weariness. Oh, dear. Dropping a nuke doesn't matter if you do it in a surprise war. It always gives you quite a lot of war weariness. Never mind. What you gonna do, Mayans? What you gonna do? We're a deaf robots going. Oh, they're all heading north to Persia. Every single one of them. They've got so many of them, but yeah, they are not bothering me at all. They are leaving me be. Take it. Take it, friends. What's this? Another source of tasty, tasty uranium. That's up to 9 per turn now, which is good because I've just, these two cities have just very briefly finished a delightful amount of thermonukes. In fact, my northern city, I'm just going to get you to continue the northern, the thermonukes. That's all good. And actually, no, saying that, probably don't need to. Let's instead do something that's 1 turn. Anything that's 1 turn? A trader, that'll do nicely. Oh, modern armor, perfect. Something for my fighters to try and bust with torpedoes and missiles. Oh, not quite there. Luckily for me though, helicopter kicker is on standby to rinse out. Come on now, don't do that to me. I think CallumBilly, you can deliver the delicious fiery message of this particular thermonuke. This will knock out a 16 and a 19 population cities along with their capital and this second city. I think, oh ho ho, look at that. It's so beautiful. We will have absolutely knocked the economic powerhouse out of the middle of the Mayan Empire now. They reckoned the spaceport had begun again before that had started. I don't know where possibly that would be doing it, but... Oh, actually, hang on. It might still be this spaceport. I don't know. I don't know. Wherever it is, it's on fire. I'm going to save the last thermonuke. Who knows when you'll need it? I think I might need to do some global warming mitigation to try and get everyone to convince them I wasn't doing all of this. Let's see how much military strength they're on. Oh, 1,600. They've lost almost half since this war began. And actually, Persia has been doing a really, really good job at just swallowing up the giant death robot attacks. Off-world mission. Done. Right. Trader, you treat yourself to a 10 production route from Sterling. That was beautiful. Let's now... I don't have much aluminium. I'm going to have to terrestrial power stations. 1 turn in both of these cities. I think it's going to be a case of being able to do 1 whole project per city because I've got so many modifiers. Goddard and Stephanie both giving me their space building potential. I'm going to save Sergey for next turn unless I can actually get some aluminium and rush through. It's never good to rush through the power projects because they shut the power off in the city that you're doing it in, and it just makes a huge mess. So actually what we're going to do is switch this to Lagrange, make sure I'm doing it in the right city, and then Sergey will get the laser station off. So now we're going at 2 light years per turn, and this is the aluminium one, so it won't shut the power off in my city. Beautiful. Oh, and future tech as well. That increases the speed even further, just in case it was a problem. I love late game. Look at that. Seasteads. Now you have housing. Oh, I was going to use a scout to pillage a trade route, but alas, they've protected them. That's boring. I believe that's 1 and 2 projects finished this turn. Beautiful. I love that. I love the zoom in. It's always just like, and now you want to zoom right in on the screen, don't you? And you're like, no, I really don't. There you go. 2 more next turn. I love this stage of the game. Rush, 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 I say. There you go, CallumBilly. You're through. Through on the city defenses. Have you left enough of the whole of helicopter kicker? Not this turn, but soon. Very soon. There's 1 more project. And here is another one. There you go, CallumBilly. That is down to 0 health this time. Helicopter kicker can arrive, take the city, and it is now mine. Mwahaha. We'll keep it. It's our first success on the battlefield, stealing a city from the Mayans. You gotta love it. Oh, 15,500 tourism they just did with a rock band there. Oh my lord, that is ridiculous. Nuclear emergency? No. Well, I mean, honestly, what could we have done to activate such a brutal repercussion from the world? Oh, it went through. How boring. There's 1 more station and a second. Ignore that radioactivity. Like, there's nothing. No, this is not a war crime. That is simply a ground aurora. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, lovely. Right, hang on. Sorry, not to get distracted, but it was Ethiopia that went to war with me, wasn't it? Just don't mind me. Actually, taking that city is brilliant. It's taken all the war weariness off my capital, so yeah, now my capital's happy again. You gotta love how these mechanics work sometimes. I hadn't taken any enemy cities, so all of my war weariness was in my capital. As soon as you take anything else, suddenly it's all good. Terrestrial laser stations 1 and 2 going up into the sky. The atomic era has just started. Look at this. What are we going to do? Bodyguard of Lies, I think is probably going to be the most useful thing for me right now because I am actually doing offensive spy missions. I'm trying to get a lot of gold and it's working, to be fair. The Mayans are putting all of their trade through their non-pillage cities, so this spy is generating a lot of funds. One more laser station and the second puts me, I believe, up to plus 12 light years per turn. We should win next turn. I'm sorry. What is this I see? A Death Devastator. Oh, CallumBilly is intrigued, but that is it would be instant death. You know what? I probably should treat the channel supporters a little nicer than that. Abdus. I think Abdus is pretty useless. Oh, Sagan. Oh no, Scotland is actually going to just get a space race thing. It's that could have backfired on me if the Mayans had got that. Never mind. Oh, phew. Good thing we don't really care. Oh my goodness, sometimes you get building these projects for ages. You don't realize just how much coal you're using to power the station. The city needs 33 power. This one needs 36. Oh, that's a lot. Guess who doesn't need power though? That would be Ethiopia. Just about to provide them with a glut of it. Look at that. Their own little miniature sun, just giving them all the power they could need. Oh, yes. I did have a spare. What did you expect me to do with it? Sit on it? Hey, victory! Look at that. You know, with the right strategy, I was gonna have a thing about me getting a good strategy here, and no, it's just nuking, really, wasn't it? But there we go. Science victory. My lord, the Mayans were ahead of us. I'm looking forward to seeing the graphs on this. Marcus Aurelius again. Oh my goodness. Buildings constructed. This is where I started settling out and really using Vietnam's production to best effect. Only 2 cities were captured all game. That's crazy. One of them was Cyrus taking my city-state. Didn't appreciate that at all. Cities founded, that's why I did so well. I really just managed to explore around the map. AI didn't really get the hang of that particular map, but that's no bad thing. It was good fun nonetheless. Districts constructed. Look at the Mayans. Absolutely just gunning it all game. Number of combats. It was Scotland had actually got into the most of the game there. Culture, yeah, I barely were keeping up. Again, it's the Mayans and Menelik doing really good on that one. I assume if I went to Faith, Menelik would be doing very high. Yeah, like very strong game. Era score, I had the lead at the end. Just science. I mean, nobody could even keep up with the Mayans most of that game. The scale does this disservice. Like towards the end, Scotland was keeping up a little bit, but they were like 4-5 times anyone else, including myself for most of that game. They did so well. Wonders constructed, that's kind of, yeah, one of the reasons they did so well. They had a lot of wonders. I think I had 6 by the end of the game, which is pretty good. And total religions founded, good. Very good. Actually, the Mayans got their own religion towards the end of the game. That. Hey, 1,544 gold. Look at that. Perfect stealing. Wow. What a game. You know what? Actually, overall, I really enjoyed that map. So much that I just attempted to scroll out and the game has just crashed. This is the problem of using the camera mod on turn 253. So instead of me just sort of giving you a beautiful shot of me scrolling around the map, what I'm going to do instead is thank everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this series. It was fun to use Deity++. It was really fun to see the AI have a really good run at it, actually. I know we managed to haul them back, and there was a little bit of map against them, but they did really well, and I loved seeing it. Hopefully, more of that in future, really testing ourselves going late into the game. Turn 253 is not an early game victory, and we were pushed most of the way there, so that was good fun. If you really enjoyed the series and you fancied supporting the channel, then consider subscribing. It really, really helps out, and thank you again to all the channel members for offering me your wonderful names on the units. I'm sorry to those of you that died. Anyway, that was V for Vietnam. There's only one letter coming up next because there's only one civ left in the A to Z challenge, which is going to be quite a thing, so I've got to go and prepare for that. Until then, see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Sean Cretes, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalek, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, CallumBilly, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, El Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear. Thank you all for your support. See you next time. Goodbye.